Emotions. Emotions. What is an emotion? Emotions are remarkably difficult to define. Two theories have guided the discussion about the universality or variability of emotional experience: the James Lange theory and the two-factor theory. The James Lange theory of emotion is the result of our interpretation of our bodily reactions to a stimulus, which it means that we feel an emotion after our body reacts physically to a situation, rather than the other way around. The James Lange theory maintains that our body responds to environmental stimuli by preparing us to react for our survival. The variety of emotions are: embarrassment is the sensation of blood rushing through the face. Love is the feeling of one's stomach churning. Fear is the sensation of a pounding heart. The James Lange theory of emotion has been expanded in many ways. Emotions are no longer seen as just a psychological response. They also include appraisals, nonverbal expressions, neural patterns, and subjective feelings, as said Barrett Russell. The two-factor theory of emotion was proposed by Stanley Schachter and Jerome Signer. They maintain that emotions are based on two factors: psychological responses and the interpretation of those responses. This view, the two-factor theory of emotions, redirected the focus of emotions away from the physical body and into the mind. They believe emotion researchers had neglected to study people's interpretations of their psychological sensations, because the earlier studies had never separated the two factors. An emotion is experienced when a person first experiences psychological arousal and then cognitive labels that arousal based on their current situation. Psychological arousal and cognitive appraisal. Psychological arousal, the first step is the experience of physical change like increased heart rate, sweating, or rapid breathing. Cognitive appraisal is the second step is to mentally interpret the source of this arousal based on environmental cues, allowing you to label the emotions. Comparing the two theories. The James Lange theory and the two-factor theory suggest very different origins of emotion. The James Lange theory are correct that emotions are largely based on specific psychological responses to situations and events. This suggests an evolutionary origin for humans' emotions, while the two-factor theory is correct that emotions are interpretations of psychological signals. This suggests that in addition to a psychological basis, emotions are constructed from the belief systems that shapes people's interpretations. Emotions and facial expressions. Here you can see the 6 basic facial expressions of emotion: happiness, surprise, sadness, anger, disgust, and fear.